Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you all the NCERT Class 12 Mathematics Chapter 1 Relations and Functions. As you all have already learnt about these representations in maths, I think you will be clear, but once more I would like to recall all those. N is for natural numbers, Z for integers, Q for rational numbers, R for real numbers. That is, Z plus is for positive integers, Q is for positive rational numbers, R is for only positive real numbers. I'm going to say you what is a relation, like a definition of relation. So let's take for example set A, which is a non-empty set. For example, if we take any relation which is a subset of A cross A, then R is a relation on A. I think if I say you an example, you will be clear. So, for example, I have taken the non-empty set A as 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for example, when I take R, that is a relation A, B such that A plus B is less than or equal to 4, where A, B belongs to A. Okay, so if I add any two elements, I should get the answer less than or equal to 4. So what all numbers I can take, now I have to see. So now let me write R is equal to, so 1, I'm taking first 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So I can take that which is less than 4. 1, 1. Next, if I take 1 plus 2, it is 3, which is again less than 4. 1, 2. So next, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, which is less than or equal to 4, which is equal to 4. So I can take 1, 3. Next, I have to move on to 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So we can take that 2, 2. Next, 2 plus 3, which is 5, which is greater than 4, we cannot take it. So we have to just leave it. I can take 2, 1 also, because 2 plus 1 is 3. So I can take even that 2, 1. And if I move on to 3, so 3, 1 is 4. So I can take it 3, 1. So 3 plus 2 is 5, where I cannot take it. So this is the relation, okay, which is a subset of A cross A. So now I can say that A, B belong to R because I have elements. So I can say A is related to B. This is the representation. So A is related to B. If I have a null set over here, I will be writing A is not related to B. So now I will write therefore R is a subset or equal to A cross A and R belongs to A. These two, any one you can write. Okay. Now the second relation I have taken it as A, B such that A minus 1 is equal to B. So now here I'm going to take any number which I'll get this answer. Okay. So first let me write it in roster form. So R1 equal to, if I take 1 minus 1, which is 0. Okay. So I'm taking 1, 0. This is A, this is B. Okay. Next, we'll take the number 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2, 1. So if I take it as 3, 3, 2. This is the relation. In the set A, we have 3 elements, that is 1, 2 and 3. So only we have taken A as 1, 2 and 3. So let's check whether R1 belongs to A or R1 does not belong to A. Okay. So 1, 0 does not belong to A because there's no 0, because A and B both also belong to A, but where 0 is not the element of A. Okay, next 2 comma 1 belongs to A, 3 comma 2 also belong to A, but here one element does not belong to A, so the whole relation is not a subset of A. Therefore we write R does not belong to A. Now let me say some types of relations. Okay, first is binary relation. What is a binary relation? A relation defined from a set A to A is called binary relation. A relation from the set to itself is binary relation, that is A cross A. From A mapped to A itself. For example, when we take 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the domain. 1, 2, 3. This is the range. So when I map from A to A itself like this, how much ever relations you can make. But if I map from A to A itself, it is called binary relation. Okay, next is inverse relation. This is one of the most important relation you will be learning. Let R is equal to A comma B such that A belongs to A and small b belongs to B, the set B. Be a relation from A to B. Then, so for example, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is set A. Now, set B has 1, 4, 9. So I am mapping all this. So first time I will be mapping 1 A to B. So now if I take the inverse means what? Just like a reverse. So I will be mapping from 1 to 1, 4 to 2, 9 to 3. So in inverse, B becomes the domain, A becomes range. So that only I have mentioned over here. So let me read out this first. R inverse is equal to B comma A such that A belongs to the set A, comma B belongs to the set B. But over here only the change is over here. So domain of R is equal to range of R inverse. That is, this was the domain in R. But whereas in R inverse this was the range. I already explained to you. Domain of R inverse is this. Okay, the range was this. For relation R, this is the range. We are mapping this one here. So from inverse we are mapping from here to here. So this becomes the domain. Now for universal relation. A relation R is called universal relation if and only if R is equal to A cross A. A cross A contains all the elements related to all the other elements. So in R, if it is same, then it is called universal relation. Then we move on to types of relation. Types of relation is very important. Okay, a relation R is in a set is called reflexive. Reflexive if A comma A belong to R for every A belong to A. For example, I have taken here A is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and the relation is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. Reflexive means what? It is just reflecting back, just like that. 1 is reflecting to 1, 2 reflecting to 2, just like that. So it is called reflexive relation. This is done. Next is symmetric. Symmetric means what? A, B. So this side will be B and A, just like that. So in the relation, if it is 1 comma 2, then 2 comma 1 also belong to R, then it is called symmetric. Then transitive, A comma B should belong to R, B comma C should belong to R, and then A comma C also should belong to R. That is the condition for transitive. So I have taken the example 1, 2, 3 is there. So I have taken it as 1 comma 2, then 2 comma 3, then these two should be mapped together. Then it is called transitive. Then if these three conditions are satisfied in a relation, then we will know what is equivalence relation. A relation is an equivalence relation if and only if R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay, then the next topic is equivalence class. R is equal to, I have taken this relation. Okay, so what is an equivalence class means whatever elements is mapped to what all elements, that is the thing. Okay, here this is represented in this form within square brackets. So 1 is related to what all elements, that only is asked. So 1 is related to 1 itself over here. Here I don't have 1, no 1. Here I have 3, then 2. So 1 2 3, I have taken it like that. Then 2 is mapped to 4, 2 is mapped to 5 and 2 is mapped from 1. So 4, 5 and 1. Okay, so 4 2 2, 3 2 1 and 5 to 2. Okay, that's it. So the introduction for the first exercise is over.